understanding the gamers in your life. I am Juke. My pronouns are they, them.
And I am Perf. My pronouns are he, him. And today we are expanding our gamer glossary.
Yeah.
But first, tell me, Juke, what have you been playing lately?
So, once again, it's like my turn to answer this question. Normally, Perf is more the one to talk about what games he's been playing this week. But,
Yeah, but there's been something special lately.
yeah. So this week, there's been like a friendly Hearthstone tournament that Perf's friend Zik originally planned. This is the 12th edition.
That's right. There's also Zivi who's planning now with Zik.
Yeah, but I mean, originally it was Zik, and
Yeah.
then Zivi joined the team of like the planning committee, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's like a friendly tournament, but it's gotten bigger to like people from the Hearthstone community that no one's met. Like at some point, Zivi went on like some Facebook groups and just invited people, right?
Yeah. It started off with just us, basically. Me, Zig, Zivi. There's another guy that's Guigui that you don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure you guys will get to know him at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah, Zivi expanded the search for players in just Facebook Hearthstone community groups.
Yeah.
And we got up to a pool of around 15 players, I would say, for the moment.
I guess. But all this to say that I finally got the courage to join the 12th edition of this tournament, and I have been so nervous. I prepared like all week, just like played Hearthstone all week, preparing for it and like making little notes in my agenda.
I'm so proud of you. You've been doing a lot of work on that. It's not just some notes. You've been looking on 2 different sites for inputs and strategies, knowledge, and you've been looking through grids and stats, and it's been a few hours of work behind all of this.
I've been nerding out, but it's because I was always too nervous to join the tournament that the guys did because they're such good players, and they're like the main people of this that are participating to this tournament are people who taught me how to play Hearthstone. So it's very nerve-wracking. So obviously I felt like I had to really prepare. But my first week, so this So this tournament lasts 2 weeks.
That's right.
And our first week just finished yesterday. And I did pretty well. I won 3 out of my 4 matches.
Yeah, and that puts you in the top 3 for this week.
Yeah.
Equality with 2 others that also have 9 points. I'm not going to explain to you all the...
Yeah, someday we'll do a proper episode explaining like Hearthstone and the tournament with the guys. But yeah, I'm pretty proud. Like, I don't know how week 2 is going to go because I think like for the second week people can change their decks and stuff, and I didn't do any changes, so I think people are like honing in a bit more on their skills, and I'm gonna kind of just stagnate where I am. But like 9 points is way more than I thought I would do. I was hoping for like 1-2 points, you know, like winning a game in a few matches, not like a full match. So I'm pretty hyper about that. Just sometimes Perf looks at me and I'm like staring into the void, and he's like, "What are you thinking about?" And I'm like, "My games." Just how proud I am or how excited I am.
You've been so cute all this way.
I felt really bad because when I won against Zivi, and well, I already told Perf this, but I'm telling the podcast, like when I won, I went, holy shit, because I really wasn't expecting to win, and it was the first match that I won was my match against Zivi. And I'm used to like muting myself or just playing with Perf, so I'm used to people not hearing my like
exclamation
yeah.
marks.
But yeah, I'm yeah. It's been pretty nice. It's been a confident boost.
Exactly, and you guys are bound to have an episode dedicated to behind the scene of this friendly tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, eventually.
For sure.
Now, especially that like COVID is calming down, we all have our first doses of vaccine. We're gonna be able to start interviewing people soon. Yep, exciting times.
That's going to be great. It's going to be a lot more interactive in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah. Fun stuff. So why don't we just jump into the meat of it?
Sure, just throw me some words and I'm going to try to explain it my best.
So I think the first term we should start with, it was a listener request. So right about when we first launched the podcast, Second Player, which is a blog and a Twitter account, which is where I knew them from, wrote like a small article about us and the release of our podcast, and mentioned that they would like to have the definition of what yeet means. And I feel like yeet is very common nowadays, like just like the younger people are saying yeet, and a lot of older people are being like, what the hell is this?
I'm pretty sure you could explain that one just as good as me, or even better.
Well, my understanding of yeet is like discarding something intensely. So like throwing something out the window would be yeeting something out of the window. Or expulsing someone from an airplane, you know, like the expulse button. You know, you'd be yeeting someone from the airplane.
I guess it's an extreme form of throwing something.
Yeah,
or someone, or
yeah, or like a vigorous way of discarding something or getting rid of something.
I guess that would be it, because even in my language, and it's not something we use very often. I thought it was more of a tabletop games word type of thing.
I feel like it's used a lot in like games that like maybe younger people are using. Like I feel like what's it called? The Fortnite community maybe uses it more.
I don't know. I
definitely think that it's becoming more and more common. Like I see it come up in memes and stuff like that. So I really don't know where it would have originated from. I guess we could have Googled that, but that's not what we do.
No, actually, one of the first times I've been hearing this term a lot was during our D&D sessions.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, with the yeeting the dice a lot.
Oh, yeah, yeeting the dice. Yeah, like if you're rolling dice and they like fly off the table, that's another way that it could be used. I feel like, however, I don't know, in my experience, it's a term that like is becoming really more commonly used in just like any situation that like even not game related. And I feel like the same way twerk ended up in the dictionary, I feel like yeet someday will end up in the dictionary because it's being used.
Wait a second.
More and more.
Twerk is in a dictionary? Right?
Yeah, twerk entered the dictionary like I was still in high school, like in 2012, something like that. Twerk has been in the dictionary for years, my love.
No, I guess it's not the kind of word I'm actually looking for in the dictionary.
Because nothing else describes that movement. There's no other word for that movement other than twerk. So like I think for me I feel like it's valuable that it's in the dictionary, even though I cannot twerk for my life. I
kind of feel disappointed.
Oh my god, you're so behind. You're so late on this train. Your disappointment is no longer valid.
It is. You can't invalidate my disappointment like that. Why should we acknowledge this kind of movement in our dictionary?
I mean,
even though, yes, it can
first of all, you're a man, so I'm sure you would very much enjoy twerking. So, like,
it doesn't mean we shouldn't be ashamed of it.
No, no, I think twerking is great and very like normalized now. It's just that there's no other way to describe that movement. You know, I don't know. I think it makes sense, and in that same path, let's say, I would say that yeet is probably going to end up in the dictionary because it really describes the emotion or the
bless my heart. No. That's all I could think of.
But you know, like yeet really is unique in the emotion that it portrays. You know, like to yeet something. You know, the same way we're trying to define it, and we're like, to vigorously discard something or to throw something, or we're searching for the words to properly define it. Like, for me, that's an indication that it really suits what it's trying to do really well. I don't think any other word can replace yeet.
It's going to be a word, an amalgam of words to describe one word.
A definition.
It's going to become yeet.
Anyways, that's my view of yeet.
That's pretty much all I would have to say on the word yeet.
Yeah, I think I pushed you too far with the twerk being in it.
Yes.
All right. So the next one on my list, I'm going in no particular order except the order that I wrote them down in, is APM. I don't remember what APM is. It actions per minute?
That's right. It stands for action per minute.
Oh, shit. Okay, sorry.
Good effect right there. But yeah, it's used mostly in the video game worlds. And then again, mostly in the games that requires a lot of action per minute, of course.
So like Warcraft?
Such as, Warcraft.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
I covered this in the glossary. What's
Warcraft? Like what type of game it is? It is... Oh, come on. You're the nerd.
I know.
It's not a MOBA.
But even in MOBAs, it's something.
Yeah, MOBAs, you guys need to click a lot. But I notice that when I play MOBAs, I spam click when I don't need to be.
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone is guilty of doing that.
Okay. But wait, no. It's an RTS. Warcraft.
RTS, yeah.
Oh my god, I out-nerded him. This is staying in the podcast.
I gotta develop my skills in editing so I can edit it out.
I have more points than him at Hearthstone. I found that RTS before him. I am becoming the ruling nerd of this household.
I'm falling behind. Let's swap roles. I'm just gonna be in your seat. Okay. Yeah.
So APM.
Yeah. You tell me now.
I don't know. Well, actions per minute. Is an action a click?
Yeah, it's one action.
Okay, so why didn't they say click per minute?
Because it's not only clicks. It's clicks plus all the other keys you're pressing in the keyboard.
Oh.
And
I see. Okay, so it all counts. So if I click like A, B, W, click, W, click, like those are all actions.
That are going to count towards the action per minute count.
Okay. I know that A and B are not really often used.
It's something that's going to be shown in a few games, sometime with third-party application, and sometime there's just an option that you can check within the game.
Wait, I didn't understand that.
You get the action per minute counter.
Oh, okay.
It can actually be shown somewhere in your screen.
But in
real time.
Does it really help you to see that number?
It can affect you in some ways, meaning if you see it dropping below your average, maybe you're doing something wrong, or maybe you're just tired, or you're just slowing down this game. So it's an indicator of your performance. But higher is not necessarily better, because if you just click randomly in a screen, it's still going to, or click random keys on your keyboard, is gonna
register.
It's gonna register it and make it just pump up the number without me really adding.
So like me, like I'm a spam clicker like crazy. Like I stress click. It would be like a high number, but it wouldn't mean anything.
Let's say you spam click a lot in Hearthstone and the map for nothing. It's not gonna affect the.
It's not for nothing. I spam click for the satisfaction.
Yeah, it's the present satisfaction, but it's not gonna positively affect your game, if not negatively.
Well, I would argue that spam clicking my map to Hearthstone positively affects my games.
No, most of the time negatively affects it, because you're not focusing on any of your next turns. You're just wasting time clicking shit. But yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
And I think most pros, let's say RTS's game pros are around 300 action per minute. And I think some of the best can go up to 400, but that's not the case for most of them.
Interesting. I wonder what mine is.
I don't. Aside from clicker games where you, of course, you gotta click a lot. I don't think there's much need outside of RTS for this kind of stats. Maybe some MOBAs if you're for the most extreme players out there. But I think that would be the full extent of it.
Interesting. And you're hearing us throw out terms, dear viewers, like RTS and MOBA. We have covered these terms in previous episodes on types of games, but also if you want just like the quick definition, you can go on our website, gettinggamers.com. We have a glossary, and we update the glossary with every episode. So if you're looking for those quick definitions, you can go on our website, Control F, or look in the search bar. You'll find it real quick. We got you.
Yeah, I'm going to update that.
Yeah. And the next term, I think, is a term that people use like way more frequent. The next term is a term that I think people use more frequently because I think even my mom, like in the business world, uses this term to say that it's like another way of saying BRB, but it's AFK. But it's not like a way of saying BRB because BRB is just like be right back, but AFK would be
away from keyboard.
Yeah, so I feel like even in the business world, I feel like my mom's used AFK to say like I won't be able to talk.
I think it's one of the most popular one.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty straightforward, usable outside of the gaming world too.
Yeah, like I feel like in the MSN days, people used AFK.
I think so. MSN.
Right?
Bringing back the memories.
Memories.
I kind of feel like I want to whiz you now.
Is that when the screen would shake?
Yes.
I really miss the one where it would knock on the screen.
Oh, like yeah, like it was a window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was a good one. I really like those animations. I don't understand why chats don't still have those types of fun screen. Like we have stickers on Messenger and stuff like that, but we don't have like those animations that pretend to be like inside your screen.
Like breaking the fourth wall?
Yeah. There was a few. I don't know. I really like them. I miss MSN.
We are going astray now. What was it?
AFK. Well, away from keyboard. I don't really think we need to define that more, do we?
No, I don't think so. It's pretty close to be right back and just signifies that you are not in front of your computer for a few minutes, seconds, or even a few hours if you get caught in something else.
Exactly. And another one that's really common is lag. I think people who watch shows experience lag too, I imagine.
Yeah, lag is closely related to the second word we're gonna go right after with this, which is ping.
Mm-hmm.
But lag is mainly a delay of the server's response that gamers and pretty much everyone actually experience for every actions that you do on the internet.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I feel like people get lag all the time when you're watching TV and it freezes, or if you're like doing something and like a lot of times when we say our computer froze, other people will say it lagged. But it's not necessarily freezing, right? It's more like a bug, like a momentary and then it continues.
Yeah, it's also generally used to as a synonym to to bugs or freezes. It's more of a umbrella term.
Yeah.
For these kind of words.
Yeah, I feel like we even use it for people sometimes. Like when you have a brain fart, sometimes I say like, "Oh, my brain lagged," or "I lagged."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Or like in the podcast, sometimes like when I'm editing and I'm like telling Perf like, "Oh, at this part you can really hear me lag," because I like hesitate on my words or whatever.
Stutter a bit. Or not being sure what's about to come out of your mouth.
Yeah. I think Perf and I, when we're recording alone, we lag a lot.
Oh yeah, I do, of course, especially when I have to find some words I'm not used to use in English.
Yeah.
So
Well, especially when it's the two of us, sometimes like we just stare at each other and then it just becomes blank. We both lose completely what we're trying to do. But you led up to the next word, which would be ping, which ping I have a hard time understanding, but it's used really like I hear it a lot in like professional gamers and stuff like that.
actually, the way I would explain it, ping is going to be directly related to the amount of lag you experience. The ping is a number, and the higher it is, the higher the lag. Because
the higher the lag, like the chances of lag.
No, directly related to lag, because ping is the number is in milliseconds.
Okay.
So it's the time it takes for the server to respond to your inputs.
Okay, and it has to do with like Wi-Fi quality, internet quality, and stuff.
It's directly related to internet quality.
Yeah, so because I remember when we were adding this to the list of terms we wanted to cover today, I wanted to put it on the list because I thought it's really useful for your parents to understand what ping is when they're talking to you about internet, or when you're trying to have a conversation with them about quality of Wi-Fi, or why if you're competing you might need them to not use the internet. Let's say they don't have like unlimited high quality internet like we do. I assume if you were going to compete, you might tell your mom, hey, could you not be on the internet for this to this time, so for my ping?
If required, yeah, certainly, because a good ping is within below 100 milliseconds. Even then, 100 is noticeable in certain games and could be impactful.
Is ping similar to like the upload download speed, or it hasn't?
Not really. I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
We'd have to go further, but right off the bat, I wouldn't say it's related to that.
Okay. It has to do with server, meaning the server that hosts the game.
Yeah, it's related to the server, because let's say the internet speed is one thing, but your distance really related to
the main server of the
main
game.
server of the website, the game, you name it, is going to affect the ping number.
And so to that extent, if you're playing an online game, how far your opponent is could affect.
Exactly. So that's why when let's say Grubby is playing in Europe, and if he has to play against anyone that's in Asia or
North
America, his ping is going to be very high. Let's say 400 to 600, and if in real time, this would mean there's about half a second delay to every of his action. So this makes everything a lot harder for the person with who has a bigger ping, because his brain's gonna register everything about half a second late on his opponent.
So that delay would represent as if I click on my opponent to attack them, my computer registers that click half a second later, my opponent could have moved.
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly. So it's gonna give an advantage to the person that has the lower ping.
Yeah, I think it's a very valuable term to understand, because even me, who's like starting to understand a bit more the terms and the whole world of gaming, it's something that I hear used a lot, and isn't as straightforward as something like upload download speed, where the name pretty much explains it, like ping just is a sound to me anyways. So I thought, I think that's a very valuable one. And if you're like a parent or someone who lives with a gamer and like discusses internet bills, or has discussed internet quality and whatnot with your gamer, It is worth understanding what ping is, and it really will facilitate the conversation with your gamer to understand like some small, quick, easy terms like that really contribute to the conversation, especially like such crucial situations as competing and whatnot.
100%.
Yeah. I think we cover. Oh, yeah.
No, I was just about to say that there's a much more depth explanation about what's ping and what's underneath this concept, but I think we covered the basic.
Yeah, we're not professionals here. Okay, then there's two terms on this list that I really don't know at all. There's the word scrub. You told me that scrub was a synonym for noob.
It is, but I would say it's an even more negatively charged term.
Oh yeah, because I've never heard scrub other than the song "No Scrubs." I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me. But like a scrub in that term is like a guy that like never pays his shit and like you have lives at his mom's and you have to pay for the supper and blah blah, like, and that like mooches.
I guess it could even be related to that very negatively though.
So would a scrub be a noob in the sense that like they're new, or would a scrub go as far as to be a person who's not good at the game but who mooches off everyone else in the game, in the sense of like when I first started playing Borderlands with my ex, they stayed at their like level 30 characters and I went on a level 0 characters, and I wouldn't even fight. Like I would just be around them while they fought and I would get XP from that. Would that make me a scrub?
No, that would make you a noob for sure, but that will also make your ex somewhat of an asshole.
Yeah.
But not a scrub.
Okay, so then what differentiates a scrub from a noob?
I would say scrub is just harsher, most closer to trash talking.
Okay.
Closer, yeah. I think that would be the best description.
Okay, I see. And the one right after that, I have really no idea. Scrim?
Scrim is good. In the competitive world, scrims are practice with the opponents you could actually have, or other good teams, because you can practice against people nobody knows just with the normal matchmaking from any given game.
Mm-hmm.
But you could also just message some people that are good at the game that would be worthy to practice with. So
like when Grubby messages his friend that's really good at playing Night Elf to practice against Night Elf, that would be scrimming?
Exactly.
Okay, so when I play against you guys preparing for the tournament, that's scrimming?
It would be, it would be very close to scrims.
Okay, and let's say right before I played my first games of the tournament this week, I played with Gigi, or Guigui, and he made himself decks that were copies of the decks that you guys put. So would I have been doing a scrim with Gigi?
Yeah, pretty much. The question that arises with this is, I thought this term was more reserved, if I can say, for teams.
Okay, interesting.
But I would have to check if there's actual scrims for 1v1s.
Interesting. But okay, so you've heard it more in team game settings. So when you were playing Heroes of the Storm and you were going to compete at Lanateas, if you had asked like a specific team that you knew you might compete against,
right,
then that would be a scrim.
Yeah.
And is it used like in a verb setting? Like, can I say scrimming, or do you just say like a scrim?
Yeah, you can use it as a verb if you want to.
Okay. I mean, I do whatever I want anyways.
Yeah, of course, for sure. And on my defense, I'm not sure if it works with 1v1 situations, but why not? Because I've only used it and played competitively in teams. So
yeah, interesting. I mean, if there is a gamer out there who knows the answer, let us know. You can tweet us at Getting Gamers, and you can find us on Facebook at Getting Gamers as well.
Sure.
tell us your answers to our questions. And then another term that I was surprised was in the gaming world and didn't mean what it means in just the everyday world. Cheesy.
Cheesy is not something very cute or too cute in the
Yeah, like
gaming
in
world.
everyday world, cheesy is like cute, lovey-dovey stuff, you know?
I can't even say exactly the origin of it, but I know the essence of it. Doing a cheese or cheesing someone in a video game, yes, it can also be a verb. Cheese is a verb, everyone. Is to use a strategy that would normally not work, or that is not. It is very uncommon, and is relying mainly on the element of surprise to work. So it's something that no one really does. That is not acknowledged as a working strategy, but is used in very specific ways, very very rare,
So,
to take your opponent off guard.
yeah. So something like I mean I use Hearthstone a lot as an example because it's the only game that I've really like fully dedicated myself to. Um but let's say in Hearthstone there's like specific plays and there's specific cards that you keep in your deck for specific plays. And deciding to do this strategy to throw your opponent off guard, that may be not an optimal strategy, but it is focusing on throwing your opponent off guard. That would be cheesy.
Yeah, exactly. That would be doable by bringing a homebrew deck, something that you create by yourself, and maybe making somewhat of an suboptimal deck, but making a combination of cards that might be very hard to organize well or forecast well. But that would create a very big effect if it works, if it actually works.
I think the best example, the first time I really learned the term, was in Hearthstone. There's a card that's like a quest, like a goal that if you achieve this goal during your game, you have like extra bonuses. And that specific goal was like healing yourself for the priest cards. And whenever you would put that goal, the game guarantees that you're going to have it in your hand when you start so that you can put it immediately as you start. But whenever you put it, since you have to heal yourself, a lot of the people you play against, they're not going to hit you until they have like a huge amount of damage that they can do because they don't want you to get your bonus from healing yourself. So then I had decided that I wasn't going to put that card because I was tired of people not hitting me and waiting for like 10 turns or whatever before doing damage, and because the game is so boring when no one's doing anything and just waiting. So I would just hold on to the card even though it wasn't the optimal thing to do. I would just hold on to it and then eventually drop it and try to heal myself really fast to get the bonuses. And then you had pointed out that was like cheesy in a sense where they think they're playing against a certain archetype and then boom, I changed the archetype.
Yeah, that could be considered cheesy. For sure.
I feel like for any noob listening to this, my explanation did not help at all.
I mean, you've been explaining it very well, in my opinion. So
yeah, but you're a gamer. What do you know?
no, but I mean, it was clear.
Thanks. I was just teasing you. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Oh yes is the correct answer.
And we have another term on the list, but before we go to that term, I realized that a term that's worth mentioning, I don't think we've defined it before, but after having decided on my gamer tag, I realized that my gamer tag is also a term.
It is. Oh, yeah.
So Juke, from what I understand, because Juke for me, if you listen to episode 1, is short for jukebox. And I know that in the dancing world, to juke around would be to like dance around, I think. I'm not really sure. But in the gaming world, I think juke means to like fake one way and then go the other.
But I think it's interesting that you brought up this term from the dance world.
Uh-huh.
Because it's pretty much what it is. Because it's dancing your way out of dangerous situations by using movement skills during battle.
It makes me think of in soccer when you're two people face to face trying to get the ball from each other, and then the guy pretends to go one way and then immediately goes the other to like fake you out of it.
Yeah, that would be juking someone.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the term they use in the soccer world as well. I would have to ask my stepbrother. He would probably know, but yeah, that's kind of the definition for juke would be like to dance around or to fake one way, go the other, kind of type of thing of the word juke is also used for when you're in the doorway with someone and then you both try to let each other pass, but you both go the same way, so you have that awkward dance in the doorway of blocking each other. I think that's also called juke or juking.
That would be it?
Yeah, I think that's the word for that.
This awkward situation?
Yeah, that awkward dance of like, oops. Okay, you go. No, okay, you go.
But I can see all the parallels to make in the gaming world too.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much what it is. Just using movement to deceive or escape.
Yeah. And I kind of like, I realized late that I chose my gamer tag to be a gaming term, but I kind of like it because it feels like a very clumsy thing. Like to juke is like a very clumsy, like, oh, they don't know where they're going type of thing. So I feel like it suits me anyways. Even though it was initially meant to be jukebox, like short
certainly.
for jukebox. But yeah, and then
in the games, it has a good effect because it can. I don't know if we've defined clutch. I think so.
Sure, but we can redefine it if we want, just in case.
Clutch is some. It's when the odds are against you in a certain play, but you play so well that you actually. It turns out you win.
Oh.
Or you overcome the obstacle.
Okay, I had the wrong definition in my head for clutch.
And jukes are part of a good clutch.
Okay, so to do a juke is part of a good clutch.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I guess it would be in more action games.
Yeah, I would imagine that. But yeah, you see, clutch. I had
the jukes. That was a nice clutch. That's the kind of thing that happens during games.
Yeah, I had clutch for me. I thought was just like a really nice play. I didn't realize that it was specifically like when the odds are against you and you succeed.
I mean, it's part of a nice or great play too.
I see. Because like me, I've had clutch used more in like my everyday life. I haven't heard clutch used much in the gaming side of things, and so like to say something is clutch is to say something is on point, So
yeah, that's pretty much the same.
Yeah, but I like it. And so the last word on my list here is greedy, and I put it there because it feels like straightforward if someone were to tell you that you did something greedy in a game, but I find that the gaming definition for it is still...
It's a bit different.
Yeah, it's different than the everyday definition for it.
Because it's not only related to sheer gold or value.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I can be a loot hoe and still not do greedy plays.
Exactly. I mean, it's still related to value, but... something greedy, even in just a card game, could be retaining some cards, trading some of your HP, which is your hit points.
Yeah.
Trying to make a more efficient play the turn after, while using the less amount of resources.
Yeah, so like taking a risk and hoping it'll turn out well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Something that like I did when I played... Oh, yeah?
No, I was just about to point that's exactly what you mentioned.
Oh, thanks. Because I did a play when I was playing against Guigui in Hearthstone, and I left my turn thinking that he didn't have enough damage to kill me, thinking I had like killed enough of his minions to survive an extra round. And then when I passed my turn, he said, "Oh, that's greedy," and then he killed me. And I was like, "Oh shit, wait, like, what did I do?" Because I'm always trying to learn. Then he explained that because of a specific minion that was on his board, he still had the full amount of damage to kill me. So it was greedy of me, because had I properly done my math and realized that he had enough damage to kill me, having still ended my turn instead of conceding would have meant that I was hoping that he wouldn't notice that he had enough damage to kill me. And so that would have been greedy.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So guys, you gotta do your maths.
Yeah.
To be a good gamer, do maths.
Yeah, gaming is definitely a lot of maths.
A lot of it.
But yeah, so like that's why greedy is it does feel straightforward like as a term, but it is slightly a different definition because it's about a play and not about a gain necessarily. So we covered this episode definitions for yeet, APM, AFK, lag, scrim, scrub, cheesy, greedy, ping, juke, and I think that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I was going to say video. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Always refer back to our glossary, our Twitter, and our Facebook at Getting Gamers. You can find me at Juke_ish on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and probably others that I'm forgetting right now. And Perf, do you have anything you want to plug?
I guess I can plug myself in my Twitch.
Yeah, you've been pretty like I'd say about maybe once a week almost streaming lately.
Yeah, it's been more consistent lately. It's perfected with an L.
Yeah.
On Twitch.
It'll be in the description of the episode. Lately, you've been streaming like what's it called? Dark Souls. That's an RPG.
It's a single player game. It's more of somewhat of an open world RPG. Yeah.
I thought open world was only online.
Not quite.
Oh, okay. So it just means okay, because like Minecraft is open world.
Minecraft is open.
And you don't. Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Online. Okay. All right. And probably some more Resident Evil now that there's more expansions.
It's coming up in a few months, so I've got time. I already got done with the Village that came out like last month.
Oh, okay. So keep an eye out on that. And
But if you like Resident Evil series, I'm often making fast runs of Resident Evil 2. So
yeah.
You're pretty good at your Resident Evil 2 speedruns.
Yeah, it's not real speedrun as I'm not skipping everything, but I can do everything pretty fast still.
I see. Maybe we'll do an episode about speedruns someday.
Yeah, definitely.
Leave us a comment if you're interested in an episode about speedruns.
All right.
Other than that, I hope y'all have a great day, and we hope to see you back here soon. GG.
GG.
The artwork for this podcast was made by my dear friend Arielle. You can find her on Twitter at ProfitPossum, and you can find her on Instagram at ProfitOpossum. Our intro and outro song is made by David Feslian from FeslianStudios.com.
Job's done.